From hey, I'm not gonna say that. What I was gonna say was don't go to no African events.
Don't go to what?
Any African events.
Yeah.
Cause they don't start on time.
No, nigga, no.
And
No, hell no. They're
what?
later
They're
than
black.
us.
Caribbeans
And Africans have their own.
Honestly, bro,
own
I done
time.
been to two baby. I done been to two African events by the same person, and then
Like what, 30 minutes late or hour late?
no. So I came on time both times, and should have been late both times.
What time they start?
Oh, the event started at 2:00. They didn't get there till 3:30.
Hour 30 minutes late?
Yeah, they make sure the room packed,
Yeah.
and then they gotta make their grand entrance.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it on the pod, but yeah, that's how they do it though. Like, and I don't really say nothing because it's like a gift and a curse. They take so long, but they got the best parties though, because it be so festive. Like they go over the top. Like they might come late, but the party gonna be lit. They gonna throw 2001s for a 1-year-old birthday party. They gonna do all the extra shit. But as far as like the event start on time, that shit never start on time.
I need to put some lip gloss on.
All there. Niggas can't be late shit.
Latest shit, nigga.
It was an entrance.
But it was an interest and the vibe because they be doing a lot. They never run out of liquor, especially like house. I mean, I
Wait
done
a
been.
minute. Did y'all see the post about the nigga complaining, talking about they just spent $200,000 on the wedding, and they asked all they guests to pay $450 to come to the wedding.
Oh fuck
And he's
no,
like, ain't nobody respond.
No,
Nobody come.
no.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, he wrong. He is wrong.
$450
He wrong.
Yes.
He
to
wrong.
RSVP.
He said
He's
they
wrong.
They spent $200,000 on their wedding, right?
They wrong.
They pay for everything. He said
They're
they
wrong.
All the guests to pay
Yeah.
$450. Y'all just
They're
say
wrong.
shit.
That's
They're
crazy. I did not
But they're
see
wrong because nobody asked them to spend $250 on their wedding.
Right, nigga.
And I've never spent a dime.
I
Well,
don't think he's saying
I take it back.
$450 is crazy
No,
to attend a wedding.
no.
That's a lot.
No. I was gonna say is we both spent $450. Not to go
if
to
you're
the wedding
in it,
though.
But if
But
you're a
to
guest,
be in it,
Yeah, the gas.
no.
yeah, like if you're in it, that's different.
Yeah.
But to be a guest
To be a
attend
guest is
your
different.
wedding,
Now,
I'm paying you back
if you're
for
in
what
the
you
wedding,
spent.
you're gonna pay $450.
I'm paying
You're
you
gonna pay
back for
$450.
what you spent.
I'm just saying, if you're in the
No.
wedding,
He's trying to get some money back.
Yeah,
Check it
absolutely. No, hell no.
if you're in the wedding, you're gonna spend $450. If you just come to just show up, you shouldn't be paying nothing.
Yeah, he charging the gas $450
No.
just to come.
He should.
Bro, he really like.
If he spend, if he
Tell
ma-
me if I'm wrong.
if
Tell me if I'm wrong.
if they spent $450, I
Tell
wonder
me
how
if I'm
much
wrong.
his groomsman paid. That's the question they should ask. How much your groomsman paid? Because if you charging regular folks $450, they had to at least pay a
You charging
band.
your guest $450.
So wait, if you have a wedding, everybody who's in the wedding should pay something?
Yeah, because
Everybody that's a
$450.
part of your a part of your brodal party pays dresses,
Yeah,
accessories, suits, shoes,
the bachelor party,
bachelorette.
all that. Collect, you gonna pay
Yeah,
$450.
you gonna pay some money, but
But
you
as
in the
far as
bridal
like,
party.
but just
But
like
as
if I
a guest,
but
I
guess
ain't in
me,
your bridal
I ain't
party.
paying shit.
Absolutely not. I'm not paying shit.
Yeah,
I want to be rich enough, but don't nobody pay shit.
yeah.
No.
But
Well,
That's-
see,
you gotta be rich,
typically though,
typically, no. Let me tell him.
Typically in a bridal
Shut
in a
up.
bridal-
Shut up.
in a bridal party,
If
as
you
the
get
bride,
married,
You rolling?
he's not
Yeah,
rolling.
yeah.
Shut up. If you get married, your groomsman is gonna really pay for everything outside of that wedding for you. What I mean that is they're gonna pay for their own suits. Let's say for instance you got 10. I'm just saying. Let's put a number. Let's say you got 10 groomsmen, 10 guys,
which
right?
is a lot.
Which is a lot. But I'm just saying, if your girl says she got 10 women, you
gotta match it.
You gotta find 10 men, regardless of you gotta match whatever she got.
Or y'all can knock niggas down.
Or she can say, all right, I got 5. She got whatever number she chooses. That's how many people you can choose outside of your best man. So say for instance you get married, your best man Ro, you gotta find 9 other niggas. Out of them 10, including Ro's job is to make sure that your wedding
If he's your
goes
best
smooth.
man.
If he's your best man, he goes smoothly. He's supposed to make sure that your bachelor party goes smoothly.
Your wedding goes smoothly.
Goes smoothly. The wedding is number one.
He's
Everything.
accountable for rings.
He makes sure.
He's accountable for logistics to make
Yes.
sure that niggas is really
All
on
of
their
that.
P's and Q's.
Yes.
Maid of honor is the same.
So
shit.
let's say for
Matron or
instance-
maid of honor is the same.
So
shit.
now let's say for instance you want to get married. you want to go to Vegas for your bachelor. He makes sure that all of your guys make sure they pay. He first of all, it's his responsibility to come up with the itinerary for one. Now he can get help.
It's not necessarily.
No,
okay.
it is.
Listen, hush.
It is though.
Hush. Typically, if you a real organized bitch and a real organized
We talking
nigga,
about niggas.
I'm telling you,
go
if
ahead,
you're
go
a real organized bitch and an organized nigga, if your nigga match your flow, what he would do is make people responsible for what their duties is in regards to your bridal party, right? So like with my best friend, all of her bridesmaids, it was 2 maid of honors, right? One of the maid of honors was responsible for the trip, the bachelorette. I was responsible for the bridal party, the bridal shower.
I feel like it's a difference because you're a girl.
As me, if you a bitch that organize your nigga, have your homeboy, because niggas is lazy.
Well, I'm
niggas
honest,
just gonna show up. That's the problem. They put
I'm gonna keep it 100 with
the
you.
best man in too much responsibility. But if you got, when you think about your groomsmen, you think about your best niggas. You should want some of your best niggas to allocate certain things. Now, granted, men don't have a bridal shower and all that extra shit, right? However, your best man could be in the logistics of the wedding.
Listen,
you can have another groomsman who's in charge of your bachelor party. And he got to do all the logistics. The problem is, most niggas don't know how to plan shit.
Let me tell you.
So, if the groomsman got a good bitch that can help him out, it work out well.
Well, she's just going to plan. Okay, so, are we recording?
Yeah,
okay,
we are.
Most women plan shit out so they can know what we doing. Honestly, this is how it work. It ain't no, and it's what's about it. I ain't going against it. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that. But that's how they do it. They try to plan shit out. But like she said, most niggas can't organize. So we go to the girl. So say for instance we want to go to. Let's say for instance we go to Vegas. The girl will figure out which hotel we gonna stay at. Now as far as making sure everybody pays, that'll be Rose's job. See, now. What we do,
but you do all
the best man, the best man.
You're supposed to do all of that.
No, for sure, yes. Now he'll ask you. Now he'll tell you, hey, we're going to Vegas. These are our options. We got 5 options. You pick 4. What you want to do? The 4 options might be going to live on a Saturday. Sunday we might go to a day party. Sunday night, we might get some strippers. Like he might ask you, he might give you varieties to let you know what you getting into. But as far as like everything getting paid, you don't have to pay for nothing. So for instance, out of them 10 people, it's 11 of us, including you. The 10 people are gonna cover your charge. Now, most niggas ain't gonna necessarily, because it's been times where they didn't tell the groomsmen that. But me doing the math, I kind of figured out, all right, so we paying for BC as well, on top of what we doing. So it'll be like so it might be like original price about $300 a person, but to make sure you straight, we gonna make sure everybody pay 5. That makes sure that you're straight, and that also makes sure everything else straight. Now as far as like bottles and shit, as we get down there, as men, we just gonna all go to the store. You know how it goes. Everybody just buy what they want. But as far as like organizing what we doing, where we going, make sure we got the section to go to live. That's roll job. Roll call and live. Hey, we coming down there on the 30th, whatever. We trying to get a section this Saturday night at this spot. Sunday we going to the day party. We trying to get a section at this spot. Once he get all them organized and he get the prices, then he divide it up into 10, and then he send everybody, hey, this what you pay. You might not have to pay it all up at once. Most niggas will make you do it like in installments, like months. So he'll tell you, say, hey, I'm finna get married next year, August. We gonna do the bachelor in September. January, he calling everybody, hey, we gonna pay this much. February, we gonna pay this much. March, we gonna pay this much. April, we gonna pay this much. May. By the time we get to September, everything paid for. All y'all gotta do is show up. At that point, that's that's his job. All your job is just to show up and have a good time. As the groom, as the guy that's getting married, we supposed to make sure you have a good time. Now we get down there as guys, we can figure out what we want to do. But as far as that's how it's supposed to be for every wedding.
Now, as far as the wedding, more than likely the maid or the matron. Matron means you're married. Maid means you're single, but you're the best you're like the best man of the girl, the best woman of the girl, right? So you do all the legalities of the fucking wedding. You put out every little fucking fire that could potentially happen on the day of the wedding for the bride to make sure she don't stress the fuck out. Also to the groom, because that's a lot of shit. A lot of times when you're getting married, everybody, it's almost like men are one way, women are the other way. So we don't see the men, women don't, the men don't see the women. So y'all in one quarters, we're in another quarters. But a lot of times the logistics of the wedding and the flow of the wedding, all of the reception shit, the women usually deal with those legalities for real. So like when my best friend got married, baby, me and my best friend putting out little motherfucking fires every fucking where to make sure that she didn't know anything bad was going on to ruin the big day.
The big day.
So like you want to be the POC. You want to be the point of contact if anything go wrong. You want people to come to you versus the bride. And typically, men don't necessarily deal with that, but bachelor trips, men are 100% responsible for that. Your best man is supposed to make sure you have a motherfucking good ass time. And you like, damn, nigga. Damn, dog. You sent me out with a great ball for the last one done single. Right? And then with women, the bachelorette is cool. With us, when we did a bachelorette, my best friend was in regards of like all the trips, all the fun shit that we did. She made sure she collected the money, and then we went and did all the shit. But the wedding, listen, I really don't understand how people fuck after they get married. I don't get it because I was fucking exhausted.
It's so much shit you doing.
I was
taking pictures.
That was my first time ever being a maid of honor. I was exhausted as fuck. I've been a bridesmaid before.
Cause look though,
but bridesmaid and a maid of honor is a different type of responsibility. I was exhausted.
The day of the wedding, you gotta do so much shit. Like
you get up for women, you get up early as fuck.
They gotta get your
makeup and shit done, your hair done, all that shit.
Both sides gotta take pictures. We gotta take pictures together. As men, we got to take pictures as men and women together. That's a whole other thing. Before y'all do y'all shit together, before the wedding even start, we take a picture. We got to take a group picture. Y'all got to take our pictures together, whatever. Y'all doing different poses.
Keep it traditional, though.
I'm just saying, that's how most of them work. Like,
today,
like the guys take one, we'll take one with our little drinks. We take a shot. A guy might be in there video. It might be a video and a guy in there taking pictures while we getting dressed. Same thing going on in the girls' end.
For the bed.
Just for the guy. This is the day of the wedding. We all in the hotel. Let's say we go downtown. We having the wedding downtown. We at the hotel.
Your best man responsible for keeping. Don't he keep the ring?
Yeah, he keep the ring the whole time, but you'll give it to him while you get dressed.
He may hold your vows if you got vows written down. He pull them out. It's just a lot.
It's a lot.
The nigga got a lot of respect. And then, honestly, it's a lot of pressure because just as your best man, like, nigga, I'm your best friend. I done seen you through all seasons of bitches and hoes, right? And it's like, damn, I got to make sure I don't fuck up this one moment in front of your family and friends. I got to make sure I have your ring.
That ain't no pressure. Being the best man ain't no pressure. That shit fun. As long as the nigga organized, he can make shit shake. That's the best time. Everybody else just here for a good time.
It's a good time after the wedding,
but
honestly. But
I've been like 6 weddings. All this shit be the same.
Is only like 30 to 40
30 minutes. That shit 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
You say what you gotta say. She say what she gotta say. The preacher say what he gotta say.
Yep.
And then y'all kiss and y'all walk in. Y'all walk out.
But it still is as the bride and the groom. You gotta take pictures.
Oh, you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta cut the cake.
You gotta cut the cake.
You gotta do the first dance. Mom and son gotta do their first son and daughter. Son and mother dance.
And father and daughter dance. You gotta do all that. Couple
dance.
Then you might wanna. Then some. It's an option if you wanna goddamn. But it's a vibe.
Hey Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Super honored, man. Shout out Nigel. Shout out everybody here. Shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Shout out to my boy Jeter. That's what we drinking on, Jeter Readers. Make sure y'all get y'all some Jeter Reader, man. Hit my boy up. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Unspoken Atlanta podcast. I'm your host, Nigel Armani.
It's your girl, Snook J.
Yeah, man. Episode 22, man. How y'all feeling today, man?
Episode 22.
Episode 22. We don't got Kim today, y'all. We got Tokyo today. Shout out to my girl Toke
Hey,
in the
Toe.
back. But yeah, man, episode 22. How you we started a little late, but how you feeling though?
Yeah, we did start a little late today, but child.
It's been a week.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been one of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeedy. Yesterday, well, no, not yesterday. Friday was literally I worked for the motherfucking check at the schoolhouse.
What does that
Oh
mean?
my God. Like, you know, like with
Like you earned your money that day?
100%. You know, there's some days where you be like, oh, okay, I just came in and just came to work.
Right.
Other days I feel like I'd be like, oh, I worked. So, yeah, we're back full swing with school. Last week was the first full week back. You know, we started school on a Thursday.
Right.
Came Thursday and Friday. Last week was the full.
Teachers start Thursday.
No. Everybody
everybody
started.
started
Yeah,
Thursday.
everybody came back on a Thursday.
When did you get your lesson plan together?
I don't have a lesson plan.
When do most teachers have a lesson plan? When do they get it rather?
Teachers get their lesson plan together during pre-planning.
The week before, correct?
Yeah, So pre-planning was like that last week in July.
Mm-hmm.
School started August the 1st, so we started on a Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday and Friday of last week was peaches and cream, baby. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
This week,
1-1.
ooh. So yeah, Friday was a long ass day. I didn't really get to do much. I wanted to go out and get a drink, but I had to get my hair done yesterday, so I wasn't able to really.
Good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to really get out and vibe out because I had to wash my hair and shit. But yeah, I work for the check on Friday, 100%. I'm excited to see the kids. I love the kids. I really do. They my faves. I had my work kids back, my work sons and work daughters. I love it. I was so glad to see them back. Glad to ask how their summer was, all the extra shit. But yeah, I had one work daughter that Miss Mama's run me for my check. And because of last year in the what we already started and worked on, she just kind of reverted all the way back, and it just gave her last year versus.
So shit singing?
No, well, you know I'm in middle school, so she's a
last year in middle
seventh.
school.
She's a seventh grader. But yeah, just bad as fuck. But I have a really good rapport with her mom, so me and mom was able to talk. And
is it pressure going to 8th grade?
she's a seventh grader
as a
now.
seventh grader?
But yeah, like you when
I
you
don't
think
feel
about
like I felt pressure
when you
going
think
to
about
8th
it,
grade.
seventh grade is a lot. Like you're turning into a true teenager in seventh grade. Seventh grade is a weird year in middle school because you're the middle grade. Mm-hmm. You're kind of trying. You're no longer a baby.
Going through? That's what I'm asking.
You're no longer a baby, so you're no longer going to be baby like a 6th grader, but you're not as mature as an 8th grader. So like in 7th grade, you're going from 12 to 13. 13, you're going through all those hormonal issues.
Yeah.
Like as a little boy, you horny as fuck. You
But
trying to fuck on all the girls, trying to.
You felt? I'm saying, did you feel that going into like
Hell yeah,
your first year of high school?
I'm not in high school.
Well, I'm saying like, well, you talking about middle school? I get what you're saying. Are you like going to the 8th grade? You felt like did you feel that pressure?
But the kid I'm talking about is in 7th grade, so she's not going to 8th grade just yet.
Well, she's
8th
in
grade,
7th grade.
8th grade, you kind of got a little bit more sense. You don't want to be on that little lame, little pitter patter shit. But 7th grade, you kind of just trying to figure out where you fit in the middle of the school. Like you are the middle grade, and you don't want to be treated as a 6th grader, but you still got tendencies of a 6th grader.
I think it's a little bit different for guys. Like I think I definitely. I don't know if it was pressure. Like even like you saying going to the 8th grade year. So my 7th grade year going in middle school, I think I wasn't even in like I was in a. I think that's what it is. I was in the all boys program. My first year my first year and a half in middle school, and then I went to my middle school that I was supposed to supposed to go to was in my school district, my like 7th and 8th grade. But even when I got to there, like I didn't really feel like a pressure of like being like bullied or feeling like I was gonna get drawn or anything like that.
These kids kind of be going
But
through that.
it's I guess it might be a new day and age. I get it though, because I was somebody that was picked on as a kid, so I get it. I think for women though, it's like I think it's more on y'all mind than it is on guys' mind as far as like going to that next grade looking for it. I don't know. I'm assuming because
You got to think though, like when we was in school, social media wasn't a thing.
yeah,
You didn't have a lot of the outside pressure.
yeah.
With these middle schoolers, they have
Damn,
so
what
much
they expecting
access.
you to have a BBL by the 8th grade? Like you can't. Like you
No.
can't. Ain't no.
But they have body image issues. They have like insecurities because they follow like these little teen pages and it's just a lot. So
Yeah.
I ain't even like when I talk about Friday, how Miss Mama's made me work for my check. She just still thinks that she's because of the way I served her when we were last year.
Yeah.
She coddles me. And what happens is when you use me as such a scapegoat and be in your defense, like, okay, y'all give her a minute, let me talk to her to avoid a write-up or avoid ISS, right? I come in and serve as that segue. Let me give her a little moment to debrief, give her a little moment to and then we can send her back to class, right? That's typically what my position holds. But with her, she do the screaming, the hollering, the crying, and then I got to get the SRO in here because
I don't even know what
I
that
can't
means.
touch you as an educator.
Yeah.
I can't be as stern. Like I want to lay into you. I want to cuss your ass out, but I necessarily can't do that to the full extent. I can't do that in front of the AP. I can't do that in front of all these teachers that are being called to you because you in the corner crying wolf. So yeah, Friday was a lot.
I used to.
I cried at work.
You had a teacher growing up that you was like had a connection with, like a real connection with that you remember? Teachers, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, I only had one teacher. My first grade teacher was probably the only person that I really feel like to this day, I know this person. I can call her and talk to her. Like,
I wish I could talk to I literally been trying to find my first grade teacher. I can't find her.
I think I cried my last day of first grade, bro, because I was mad that she wasn't gonna be my teacher for the 2nd grade. Like, literally came home, walked in, like, as soon as I saw my mama, I couldn't even goddamn like hold it together. Like, walk in, crying, like mad as hell that my first grade teacher wasn't gonna be my teacher for the 2nd grade. Like, I was heated off that.
Yeah.
Is that a boy thing? Because like I know a couple guys who like they felt betrayed that they weren't gonna have the same teacher the next year. Like,
I think well, my childhood was a little bit different. Like, I used to get in trouble a lot. Not necessarily that I was doing a lot of dumb shit. Like, when I was in elementary school, I used to pull fire alarms and like I was ready to go. So I knew that if we pulled the fire alarm, we're gonna be outside for 15, 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, them 15, 20 minutes might help they go by faster. Like, I was on that type of time. Like, I was tripping. But you talk to teachers, and I guess I was growing up. I was real. I had a lot of energy growing up, like, and so it's not what you say; it's how you say it. A lot of times, and I think as a kid, for me, I think that at the time her name was Miss Thompson, but she actually remarried. She's actually still teaching down the street from here at Rainbow Elementary. She got remarried. I'm not gonna say her new last name, but at the time her name was Miss Thompson. I think it was just how she talked to me and how she kind of communicated with me. I think she kind of like understood, and it's tough though, because now that I look at it, like, if I'm a teacher and I got a classroom full of 15, 20 students, it's hard to like kind of like know each student and what they got going on and how, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, I think for me it was like just her how she taught me was I kind of resonated with that, and then to a point where I didn't want nobody else to teach me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you when you especially when you have like rough patches with other teachers, you find a teacher that you really connect with, and you like, all right, cool. I'm cool if she can teach me until I graduate from high school. If I'm being honest, which is just how I felt, but it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that as a kid. You like, she just here for 9 months. 9 months later, you got a whole nother teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I think at that time I was just a little young, but she definitely made the best impression on me. In middle school and high school, going all of that.
Yeah, I don't.
And we still talk to this day.
Real quick, I don't want to blow past the what you said, Ash. That you cried at work.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Cried at work.
I did.
I done missed that.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I am.
Cause of Friday.
Yeah. So we already had this discussion in the last, I think, episode or two before, that I'm really a teddy bear and I'm really a crybaby. And I didn't like the fact that I had to she disrespect, well, one, I've been her only safe area. I've been her only way to come. She, like, whenever anything happens with her in the school, they literally call me like, you're her safe place, get it together, right?
Yeah.
So I have no problem with doing that. However, with it being just the first week of school, I'm like, ma'am. And I spoke to her earlier that day, and I'm like, I want to try to help you in any way that I can. If you still, this all started with a stomach ache, and the stomach ache went to girl shits. Like, she wanted her mom to come and get her. Mama couldn't get her. Mama is literally my same age. Like, she's a year older than me, right?
Yeah.
Mom is a single mom. This is a Caucasian girl. This isn't no black family, right?
Yeah.
Mom is a single mother of 3. So what I try to express to her is like, I need you to understand that mom don't have the opportunity to stop work and come and get you because your stomach hurt, right? Mm-hmm. So when you have a stomach ache, we need to make sure that we prepare for these certain things that come about. You need to bring medicine because, of course, as a school, as educators, we can't give kids no type of medicine, right? So mom need to have all of that on hand, right?
Yeah, and y'all don't have a school nurse?
We do have a school nurse,
okay.
But mom needs to have all of that on hand to give to the school nurse. Gotcha. Because school nurse still can't give you no medicine.
Okay.
Right? But if this is listed for this specific child, to give this specific child X, Y, and Z, you can do that. But we don't have, if you ain't giving it, we don't have it, right? So she really kind of made me feel a certain way that day because it's like, I already asked you how you were feeling and you told me you was good. Literally no less than 30 or 45 minutes you in the office calling your mama. So when mom didn't answer, this is what exploded into the tangent, screaming, hollering, and all this extra shit in the schoolhouse. So now y'all calling me to come and get her. Cool. I come to the scene and ain't nothing working, but I think what frustrated me the most was she fired back at me, the kid. And that had never happened to me. Usually it's okay, Miss Butler. Like, I'm gonna do what you say. Whoop. So when I got her, I ain't gonna hold you. I had to be extremely like my way that I was to her last year because she was a 6th grader. I was way more passive, way more passionate, way more like, it's okay, rub on the back. But I'm like, being that you a 7th grader, ma'am, we don't have the space for that. I got a new set of babies in the 6th grade that's gonna need me in that capacity. Because they're new. They don't know what to do, how to feel, whatever. It's all of middle school is new. This first semester of middle school for 6th graders is a lot. So, yeah, me and her kind of had like a little back and forth. And I got extremely frustrated. So I had to like raise my voice at her. And I didn't like the fact that I had to do that because I'm not that type of disciplinarian. I don't want to have to like. I like the auntie voice that I have, and I like that the fact that I have the authoritative sense to make you feel like, oh shit, Miss Butler ain't playing. Let me just chill.
But you had to put on
But
your
I
mama
had
voice.
to go an octave or two higher.
Yeah.
And I had to let her know, like, Miss Mamas, I'm not your equal. I'm not your friend. I ain't your homegirl. I ain't none of that. So I was frustrated. And usually when those instances happen, I typically cry or get in my feelings by myself. But I was so frustrated in that moment. I cried in front of her. And she looked at me and she was like, Miss Butler, I'm sorry. I wasn't. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, I wouldn't even try to cry in front of this damn girl. But I was just so frustrated. Like, to the point where I'm like, girl, what the fuck? And then when mom came and got her, like I said, I have a good relationship with mom. She had to tell her, like, girl, your daughter really took me out of character. And I don't want to have to feel that way no more. And I would hope that we can have more healthy conversations. I don't know if my girl got to get some outside source help or what, but all of these damn rants, this screaming and hollering in the school, it's crazy. Like, well, not to say we adults, but we grown enough and teenage enough to stop the elementary antics. And Friday gave extremely elementary. And I just felt like that shit happened so early in the morning that the entire Friday I just wasn't able to like bounce back because it just brought, another side out of me, and I had to like give her a hug, and I'm like, I'm sorry if I made you feel like, girl, I'm crying. I'm sorry if I made you feel like, girl, just like, and she looking at me like, oh my God, I ain't never seen Miss Butler on, like, cause I literally don't show that. If I have to cry, it may happen later in the day, or it may happen when it's just me. So I'm good, but that shit frustrated the hell out of me. So being frustrated usually brings out, if I don't have a solution, that's what comes out. Right. Is the crying.
I think it's important, man. I don't know what type of man I would be if I didn't have like mentorship growing up. I mean, for me, I was my dad was in my life, but majority raised by a single parent. So my mom had to put me in all boys programs growing up, stuff like that. And I think that kind of probably helped me going into middle school and into high school. Because I had guys around me that kind of like taught me, not gonna necessarily say, I would say how to be a man, but also like the little things of like, I think it helped me become more social, being okay with making friends, communicating. In elementary school, I was a bad communicator with teachers. I used to just have attitudes and didn't give a damn. But I think once I started to like do that, and I don't know how tough it is for women or for female parents to let another woman guide their child. I think for my mom, it was like, okay, he's getting success from his dad, but he also needs something else. Like when I'm working and I need to drop him off somewhere, I need him to be around some men that actually know how to, be men the proper way. And I think for me, that was the best thing for me. I think it's different for women though, because it's more emotional based. But I don't know how it is. I don't know how you could probably speak on that. How you would feel about like letting your daughter go to like all girl programs, something outside of what you teach her. That's a little bit different. I think for women it is for men as far as like letting their child go. But I think that also can help too though, as far as like what you were talking about.
I don't know. I feel like I channel a very safe space for the kids at the school. Like I have not ran into one irate parent that feels any way towards me in regards to making sure that their child is in the best care possible and making sure that their child has that safe space outside of them as the parent. Mm-hmm. So like when I say like work kids, I say this because I've built these rapports with their parents where it's like, yeah, anything that she do or he do, you got it. Mm-hmm. If you got to discipline them outside of me, I'm cool with that because I don't want my child to get in I don't want my child to have no write-up, no ISS, no OSS, none of that extra shit because that's typically what my position is for. We have these kids that are on the we call them tiers in the school system, and you got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And you have these kids that come to school and they act the fuck up because they don't have no guidance at home. But if you got a parent that feel like, okay, she keeping my baby on the straight and narrow, that's what I want. I want to make sure that I send my kid to school. I want to make sure that my kid knows like they can go to Miss Butler for X, Y, and Z. So yeah, with her, like mom, like I said, this is a Caucasian family. Mom loves me down. Like she ain't got no issues with me whatsoever. Like there's no problem. Like, but the problem is what renders the problem is when your daughter doesn't want to listen to me. This is then when we have the issue. If I can't, like, keep this shit copacetic, then
I think it's a new age. Like I don't really feel like kids really understand respect like that. Until like a little. That's what I had.
That's what I had to tell that little baby.
They don't know.
Oh yeah, I had to tell her. I said, "You ain't had enough whoopings," and she was like, "I get whoopings," and I said, "Not enough, because you don't understand how to respect authority."
You talking about the Caucasian?
Yes,
I said.
Yes, I said you don't know how to respect authority. You know how to respect adults. I said it took for a teacher to tell me, "I'm gonna call your daddy." Say less. I ain't saying shit the rest of the class period. These kids don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they act out for reaction. And I'm not the one
attention.
And I'm not the one that really gives that reaction or that attention piece. I'm more of like the disciplinarian, like, yeah, Miss Mamas, no. Man, where the hell you think you at?
I'm gonna keep 100 with you, like. I mean, and you didn't play sports like that. I don't know about outside of college, but I feel like what blessed me is that I played sports growing up, especially in high school. Discipline, but it gave me something to work towards. If I didn't have a certain GPA, I couldn't play.
Right.
So,
and then if you got in trouble in school, your coach punished you at practice.
And it was getting to a point where if you got in trouble, the teachers will call the coach to come to the classroom.
I love that.
So I had
kids.
To make sure my
I literally have kids that's like, Silas, you want to act the fuck up? Don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm gonna holler at your coach. And then the thing is, the kids will look at me and be like, Miss Butler, I had to run X, Y, and Z. Yeah, because I told her your ass.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Because you think you can do what the fuck you want to do here. If you want to play sports, you gotta be a model citizen across the board. You have to have the grades, and you have to have the attitude and the behavior to act in the classroom.
I give it up. No. But I don't want to fast forward another, but I give it up to anybody who even graduated college that was not into sports.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't playing sports, I don't know if I would have graduated, bro. I don't know if I would have kept up the discipline to be like, all right, I need to keep up this GPA. Like, I think basketball was the only thing that was making me want to even stay in school. Honestly, not even. For one, I didn't want to be embarrassed because my peers, but I think that kind of like helped me even graduate. Like, it was different just to play, but to graduate was a whole other thing. But for anybody that was just a regular student that was just going to class without like having anything outside of you graduating as your motivation, I give it up to you, bro. Because I don't know if I could have did. I don't think I would have been able to concentrate that long or even be motivated.
Yeah.
Through them dark times, because especially when you get to college, but there's so many distractions, man. Outside of just as a male, outside of women, like just the fact that you don't have nobody to tell you to wake up the next morning. Outside of that, it's so much that you can get into.
The push.
Like all of that. Like I don't think I would have been able to do it. Like, and so I tell anybody, I give anybody the praise. If you went to school, if you ain't playing no sports, or you were just there for academics or whatever, you was able to push through and be able to lock in and graduate, bro, I give it to you, bro, 100%.
Hold on real quick. I don't think you told us how your week went.
Oh, what's up? My fault. We get through all this. So my week been good, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. That was
So my week been good.
It's okay. You had to decompress.
Yeah, so my week been good. Just the normal. As everybody know, I work in production. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm on P Valley. We still filming. We like halfway. We're 3.5 months of filming. So just going through a regular work week. Went to my godchildren. Shout out to my girl Chi. Her twin sons had their first birthday today.
Oh.
So I went there earlier today. Celebrated with her. Did some content there. Got something special for her coming out later in the week. So yeah, went up. So the person, I'm not gonna put her name out, but the person that I've been talking about as far as trying to get back in good graces with, the last 2 weekends I've been trying to plan like a little date for us, and for some reason we ain't been able to connect and be able to follow through with it. I think it's on purpose, but I kind of made my bed, so I gotta lay in it.
Oh,
And
so she making you work for it.
Yeah, she's standing on
I
business.
love
right
that.
now.
I love that. Yeah,
She's
stand
standing
on business,
she's standing
queen.
on business right now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Make Nigel work for it. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, so.
Don't make it too easy, love. I don't even know who you are, but don't make it too easy for him.
So I've been. That's funny. So yeah, so just going through that, dealing with that, and not dealing with it. I understand why she's standing on business, and I get it. So I'm just
to
going.
make you even more turned on.
You know what's crazy though? So now as an adult, it's not that it don't turn me on, but I think because I'm mature and I understand why I'm in this position. I'm okay with it.
You
Before,
sitting in.
yeah, I'm okay with sitting in this.
Yeah.
Before, the ones that used to give me the hardest time, that's who I used to fuck over the most. I used to hate that, like, and that might be it used to be my ego, like the nerve, like
100%. But you know that you fucked up.
I know that I fucked up in this situation. Yeah.
You're now grown enough to know that you fucked up.
Yeah.
So you'll take as long as she open, you'll take what may come with it.
Yeah. And I told her straight up, like, I'll wait for you. Like I told her that. But even in me saying that though, like, cause it's still a fine line in that though. I don't know how long I'm gonna wait. Right now I'm in that mode where I'm willing to wait. But
or maybe like you being patient, but you're not waiting. That type of thing.
He ready, but he know he fucked up. So now you almost gotta kind of like, yeah. So the thing about women is, when I was on you, you ain't want me.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
I wasn't ready in my 20s.
You weren't ready, right?
I wasn't ready in my 20s.
It's always gonna be a time when a nigga circle his ass back. Now you gotta wait in line with who may really have my attention at the time.
But ain't nobody got her attention.
You don't know that.
I'm just being real. Go ahead.
Whoever got my attention at the time, now you gotta kind of wait. Even if it may not, you think it may not be nobody.
This might be the toxic in me. So before this situation, I make a woman stand on that because I know for a fact that
these niggas is toxic.
That's fuck.
Cause I hate women that be like, nah, I ain't really interested, knowing that they're really interested. So I'm gonna make you stand on that. You wanna play hard to get, you wanna say, hey, I'm talking to this person, or I ain't hear that. All right, cool. I'm gonna make you stand on that. But see, once you start, cause with this situation is a little bit different. Like, so when she was ready, I wasn't ready. When I was ready, she wasn't ready. It's just been like that. Whatever. But for most situations, like when a girl turned me down initially, and I let it go and I go about my business, and then they want to come back around, I'll make you stand on that. Because I want to really see how well, because I done had a situation like that plenty of times. I had a girl 2 weeks ago, even before this, I was texting my ex, like, hey, I'm thinking about rekindling, trying to see where her mind at. She like, Nigel, you know I got a boyfriend. Why are you calling me? Why are you doing this? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just being honest with you. Like, look, I'm putting my ego aside. Look, I'm just reaching out. I'm trying to see if this can go somewhere. She's still here with the boyfriend and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, well, I'll attempt it next. Hopefully, if anything don't work out with y'all, we can figure something out. Next day, got a text message like, is your offer still up? What?
Oh yeah, that's a little crazy.
Like, bro, why we just couldn't be honest when it jump? Like, if I was man up to call you and tell you X, Y, Z, why you gotta act? Why you gotta act all hard?
But the thing is, I can't understand why you don't want to. You just want to be like, why you went on me when I wanted to be on you? Like, I don't want to seem that available.
But that might not be you though.
No,
that might not be about you.
No, but that's the problem with you niggas.
What?
Y'all motherfuckers think shit supposed to happen when you ready for it to happen. That's
y'all do too. Cause it's the same situation. If it's not on y'all time, then y'all don't want it.
And if it ain't on your time, you don't want it.
Right though. But what I'm saying is, I agree with you. But when you get to a point,
no. But if I'm a bitch that's on you, I'm on you heavy, on your body, right. And then you don't really be responding like I want to. Okay, boom, we gonna let time pass and ride this way.
Okay.
But then when a nigga try to come and swoop in like the fucking hawk, you like, no, you gotta wait for this. I literally just had this conversation. Like, nigga, like, yeah, I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to settle down. Oh, who?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100, ladies. When a guy ready, he ready.
Yeah, but that don't mean I got a fucking knee to your beck and call.
It's crazy. I say this. It's crazy. I had
to take my glasses off.
It's crazy as I say this. How bad you want it?
You got to show me. Now you got to show me. If I was on,
that go on both ways, though.
No, the fuck it does not. No, the fuck it doesn't. If I was on your body so heavy at one point and you wasn't really ready to commit. Right. Now I need you to show me the same energy, nigga.
The energy I'm showing you is me reaching out.
So fuck that.
And me trying
no,
to,
sir.
I'm
no,
not
sir.
Saying that,
no, sir. You already bowed down and ate your ego up. Yum. Great. Glad you ate it for dinner. Now I need you to come with all the other energy. Because I was on your body with no ego attached. I was on you, wanting to be with you, showing interest in you, asking to take you out, asking to vibe out with you, asking to drink with you, whatever the fuck. As long as I was in your space, right? Wow. I love that for me. I want to just be around. However, if you wasn't fucking with that, then cool. I ate that little went on about my business. Now you didn't swallow Joe ego and want to come my way. Now I need you to do the exact same shit.
But I'm already swallowed my ego.
That's it. Now there's another level of that. There's another level, sir.
How many? You know what? As many as it take. I was gonna say how many times I need to send you flowers a week for it to come to a
what?
How many times do I need to send you flowers?
Okay, well,
for you.
Hello now.
For
Wait
you
a
to
minute now.
be like,
I don't get no flower now. Flowers might give a little. Okay, he might be a little serious, but I'm still not. I'm not gonna fold.
Oh, yeah,
with the flowers.
I'm on like week 5 right now.
Okay, if you sending me flowers, then we need to plan a date.
Yeah, it's a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah. So now if you
tried that,
huh?
Well, for me, it might be. You would hope. She would think like you would, but in this source, it's a little bit deeper than that though.
But it also depends on.
She's still standing on business.
It also depends on how much shit you done fucked up.
What? Yeah. So it hasn't been a lot, but it's just been.
It's been a lot.
It's been no, it ain't been a lot. It ain't been a lot. Maybe okay. So it's just been about
now,
how long.
Hold on, wait. Yeah, how long and how many bitches I done had you see you with. And now all of a sudden you coming back to me. What was the problem?
That's ego. You know in her mind she thinking, oh, you ain't get what you want, now you want to come back to me?
Facts. It ain't
but you
ego,
know what
that's
it is
true.
though? It might be some truth in that though. But it's not necessarily about you though. Like, I think it's guys, bro. Like, so I got 2 theories. One, I do feel it's just through fellas. It's so important, and it's bigger than just females. Like, it's so important. It's more important for you to have your credit in order than it is for your girl to have her credit in order. Cue the buck. It's very important, bro. I say that to say, if you can always have your shit in order, you always give yourself a chance. I say that to say. Now, I say that most girls be like, nah, you ain't got that much time. I feel like it's different for guys and girls. Girls got to make sure they got to have baby. in theory, they gotta have a baby by a certain age before their body shut down. Just saying that. Fellas, it's a little bit different. Now, I do feel like in the same sense of a woman's body breaking down or feeling like she can't have any more children, I view it as for a male, like when you get to your 30s, bro, your mind, and for most guys, your mind, your body mature, bro. You don't want to be dating somebody that's 10, 15 years younger than you, even though you feel like your shit together, you can pull that. Because their mindset is different from your mindset. That's what I'm learning right now. I'm learning that. And not necessarily I was saying I was into a girl that's 10 or 5 years younger than me, but I understand what I want right now. And there ain't nobody that's still outside. But at the same time, I do want somebody that's around my age. So if you're gonna be talking to somebody around your age, you need to be doing. I feel like you should do that early, in your 20s. Like once you start getting 30 and they ain't women around your age, you probably gonna want to date nobody around your age, most likely.
What?
Especially if they got kids.
Nigel.
Most niggas. But I definitely feel like if
What
you're
the hell is
smart,
this? I have no idea.
you definitely should be.
Are you drunk?
What?
Huh?
I sound drunk?
Yeah. You
Because I
just.
said what? That you
I
say
don't know. It didn't make no sense.
No. Okay.
I keep having to mute my mic.
I'm sounding crazy?
Up over here.
I sound crazy?
Like,
What did I
back.
say?
You just.
I don't know. You
You
was
don't
like,
sound
No.
crazy.
I'm-
It's just like you kind of rambling
Yeah.
about something.
But what
I
is
see
the
the point that
something?
you're trying to
No,
make.
I ain't trying. Oh, I apologize.
Go back.
What I'm saying is, I think my mistake was that I think that most. I'm trying to give you points. Most guys feel like they got all the time in the world,
And y'all don't.
and
Y'all miss
you
out
don't.
on quality bitches.
Right. I definitely feel like you definitely should lock in on that. I think in my 20s, my issue
But
was
y'all,
that
that's the
I always
problem,
feeling
though.
like there's something.
That's the problem. Y'all think that time sits and stays stagnant for you when it does not. So when you had the opportunity of a woman that was really into you and really trying to pursue you and really trying to be interested in wanting to deal
Take
with
advantage.
you should take advantage of that.
Even if you don't feel like being in a relationship, take
if,
advantage.
if you come back and the bitch may just necessarily be single and she what you think may be single, and she's not married or with a child.
If she ain't married, she's single.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. She's not. Oh God. Oh God. Please don't say that.
You don't think that's true?
No, the fuck. Cause I wish my nigga would say, I'm not married, I'm single.
If I ain't married, I'm single.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. No.
Like
That's
even
not
if
true.
you living with a
But
woman.
I do. But no.
Niggas think,
I
but
don't
niggas think
that's
that
not
way.
the right
They
way
do.
to think, y'all. I'm just saying it to say, like, if I'm approaching a woman and she's saying that she in a relationship, believe it. But in most cases,
Yeah, that ain't what Nigel saying.
if
y'all.
you, it depends on who you are. She could say she in a relationship, but if you come in the correct way, she'll act like she's single. That's not how you go about it. That's how most niggas think, though. Continue.
Oh my God, child. Like dating is toxic as fuck. And
It
it's
is.
always a nigga like you
But you know what?
that wanna come back around.
I say all that to say, like, I definitely should have taken that situation more seriously a
should've.
little bit earlier, though.
You
Even
should've.
though I didn't
So
want to be
guess
in a
what?
relationship when I was
Guess
in my
what?
20s.
All of this pushback she give you, eat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Make it worth the while. Cause if it happens and it works out, you be like, you know what? I worked for this shit. It wasn't that easy. But y'all niggas be wanting shit easy as fuck.
My dude waited 6 years.
I don't even necessarily think I want it easy, though. I'm just saying, no. In this situation,
Yes,
in my
it is.
situation,
Y'all be thinking-
we gonna kill this conversation like this. In my situation, I've been knowing this person since I was in high school, middle school. College. Excuse me. So in this situation, yeah, I will agree with you. Yeah, in college, and after you graduate, I wasn't the same guy. You got to re-meet me. Period. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Like I wasn't really trying to be in a relationship then. As you mature, I'm trying to get in a relationship now. So it is what it is. I think that I definitely should have. I don't know. I think in my 20s, man, I was always just wanted to be outside, bro. I didn't want to be held down, bro. I wanted to be able to at least give myself an opportunity to be outside. That's what it was. I feel like if I would have got locked down in college, it's a lot of things would probably happen. This show probably wouldn't even been started if I was in a relationship.
Oh my God.
I'm just being real. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. When you single, you see it from both sides, especially when you're hanging with guys that's in relationships. So you see their end of it, and you see your end of it, and you kind of like weighted too. Like, hey, is it worth it? I mean, it's a lot of nights I was cool because when I walked in the house, it was quiet as fuck. But then you got days where you be like, all right, cool. I wish it was some people in here or somebody that I can kind of build with or had a family. So it has its ups and downs. But I definitely feel like fellas take advantage of your opportunities when you have them, even though.
Please do.
Even if you feel like at that time you might not be
My
into
thing
it.
is, like, say for instance, you had somebody extremely on you at one point in time and she was extremely invested and you realizing like, damn, like, she might have been the one. 5, 6 years later, she in a relationship, married with a kid. You like, fuck, I missed my opportunity. And it's like, why don't y'all niggas why don't y'all take it and like bask? And I think that's a lot of times I used to speak about that all the time on the other side of the pot. Well, on the other side of Unspoken, like, y'all niggas don't be wanting to build. Like, y'all think if y'all at one spot, I don't need to be right here. I can frolic. I can do whatever with a bitch. But I feel like it's so important. Like, if you got a girl that's really fucking with you at where you may feel like you're not your best self, that means she's really there for you and want to be there for you and ready for whatever comes with the ride.
I agree with you, but it's easier to say that.
Y'all
than
niggas is
done.
complicated. Y'all love to say bitches complicated. It be the boys. It be the boys.
A niggas at 19, 20 ain't hearing
no, I ain't
that.
talking about that.
Well, I'm just saying originally.
I'm talking about like.
If you your 30s for sure.
No,
but
not even 30s. I'm talking like mid-20s, late 20s.
Yeah.
If you find a bitch that's really ready to rock it out with whatever you got going on, based off whatever you got going on, like let's go back. Hold on. Let me give a TED Talk real quick. Hold on.
No, don't give a TED Talk. Before you give a TED
no,
Talk.
No, it ain't even a TED Talk. It's just a moment.
I'm gonna give you. Let me say this.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you get a moment. I seen a clip that said a guy said, and I used to hate the clip, bro. I hated it, bro. And he was like, fellas, you should like who like you. Like, and he was saying that be a lot of guys' issues. They be going after what they like instead of liking who like
Well,
them.
I think that's the same thing with women. You hear with women, like, you should always find a nigga to like you more than you like him. And it's like, a nigga to like me more than I like him. I don't really know if I like that too much. Because it does become overbearing and over.
Well, if you like, I agree with that. Because if you like him more than you like him, like, his mindset should be trying to impress you at all costs. But if you like him more than you like him, he not feel
if you like him more than he like you.
If you like him more than he like you,
right?
He's not gonna feel pressed to impress you or go.
Which
above,
I don't like. That's the thing. I don't like that because I think
beyond.
niggas aren't used to like bitches that be on a dick heavy. Like they be like, oh, hold on, what you coming with?
No,
What's the root? No, niggas be like, what's the root? Why are you here? What do you want from me? If they don't feel like they're at their top stature.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
you had those questions.
Let me even give a scenario, right? I used to fuck with this nigga heavy. This was my man. You couldn't tell me no other right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're so comfortable as a man allowing women to see you in your most vulnerable state, such as no food in the house, right? We may be door dashing. I come over, I may be bringing food, cooking it for you, or I come over, you ain't got no hot water. I'm taking a shower in a cold shower. I think that is the most low of the low.
Yeah,
I don't think most men want women to see them in that. No matter who the bitch is, right?
Yeah.
Because eventually that can be thrown in your face.
You got an example of this? Like,
I'm giving the example.
No. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I'm giving the example. Like, I've been over with niggas that I fuck with heavy. Like, I want to be with you at all costs. I don't care what the fuck you got going on. Baby, I will take a cold shower. You ain't got no hot water.
I
I'll take the cold
real.
shower. You ain't got no food in the crib. We'll make a way how to make a way. We'll eat together. We'll cook together. If we got a DoorDash today, we ain't in the mood to cook together. Cool. We'll DoorDash something. I got it. Whatever it is, like I think that men don't take advantage of women like that. Because had it been a regular bitch to come over to your house and stay the night, and you ain't got no motherfucking hot water in the crib, and she finna take a shower to go to work the next morning or take a shower just after y'all done did y'all little 1-2. Bitches is gonna hold that over your head. But I think niggas sometimes look at women and know the type of woman that they are and know like, oh, she ain't gonna hold this over my head, so it's cool. But it's like, still at the end of the day, just as a man, y'all are so prideful and so, I don't want to say, prideful. I would say y'all are so prideful in not allowing people to see you at your worst. You should never want any woman that's trying to pursue you to see you down and bad like that. And I don't even necessarily want to say it's down and bad, but I think that that's kind of like something like, if I had somebody come over to my house and I ain't have no hot water for them to shower in, I would be embarrassed. Or if I came over to my house, or if somebody came over to my house and I had nothing in the pantry or nothing in the refrigerator to cook or the freezer to cook, it's like, all right, bitch, how you living on day-to-day basis?
That's real.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I just kind of feel like men should really take advantage of women like that do not spring those type of vulnerable situations in your face.
I think a lot of it just deal with maturity. Like, it's a difference. I feel like it's a big difference. Like, guys in their 20s, their mindset ain't on that. Especially guys that probably wasn't brought up getting women. And then they get certain age, now they starting to get women on a consistent basis. Like, and then you telling them to compress that and to just find one is crazy. Like, especially when it's a lot of women that's giving it up as easily as they are, it's tough. But I definitely feel like a lot of the stuff we talk about is maturity. Like, I feel like that's what my situation was, maturity. I think that, like I said earlier, I feel like I'm a different person than I was when I was younger. My mindset is different. But by the time your mind develop, it might be too late.
Yeah. Yep.
So definitely lock in on that though. But
there was something you said, Nigel, that was like, when you say you have to re-meet me, I like that you said that, because like even with my dude now, when we like got back together after 6 years, I was like, we have to relearn each other, because you might not like who I am now.
Right.
You pursuing me, but you might not like who I am.
You like the old me, but you don't know the new me.
But I was saying that in reverse, like how I was back then, like it's not how I am now. Like, so because
so you don't like to be, just because you was a fuck nigga back then, you don't want to be considered a fuck nigga back then.
I wasn't even a fuck nigga just because it didn't work out back then.
You was a fuck nigga.
I wasn't no fuck nigga. I just was.
But still, my point stands. Like, she has to re-meet you. Like, she has to get to know the better version. When I say
give you the fair opportunity.
It's not even, like, if you're going to still hold me over to where I was at 21 and I'm 33, like, we ain't going to go nowhere. Like, you can't expect this situation to go anywhere if you still thinking I'm 21-year-old Nigel. Like,
yeah, 'cause that's not fair to you.
Like, yeah, like, but at the same time, like in my situation, when you feel like you've been waiting on somebody for so long, like it's deeper than just me looking at you as a person. Like, you still made me wait. So now I feel like you need to wait. You know what I'm saying? And
no, nigga.
No, what? Then what's the point of making me wait? Then if you don't feel like I need to wait,
say it again.
I said, because I made you wait, you feel the need. Nah, I need to wait.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I agree with that.
A little bit. I mean,
but if you,
I think it's to a certain level though. Like, it's like, all right, like, okay, I played enough.
How long?
I mean, like, I get it. it's a tit for tat type of situation. And I do feel like if I made a nigga wait, I'd be like, all right. At some point, I'm like, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna let this nigga, do his big one.
Right.
But I do think like you shouldn't just go all the way to the extreme elite of like playing hard to get like it's a new situation.
That's why I feel like it's ego.
Okay.
That's when I say it's ego.
I
Like
get it.
because I feel like, especially if we're both at a point where we're both. See, my issue was a little bit different. Like I don't want to keep hitting on me, but when we first started talking, I was talking to somebody. Now I'm not talking to nobody, and I know you're not talking to nobody. So why are we not like making this happen? If we're not making that happen, it's ego. And for a female to say, if a female ever tell you that she working on her finances and that's why she can't talk to you, it's ego, bro. For sure. Because what are you paying for?
But y'all niggas say the same shit. I'm
That's
working on myself.
That's because we have to
I'm
court
working on
y'all.
myself.
That's a difference.
No hell.
It's a difference when I have to court you and I got to pay for every day.
Well, maybe she just want to come to the table like for her.
No, that's just what you telling me that. You just saying that. That's not what's really going on. I would rather you just say, Nigel, I don't even want to talk to you no more.
I don't think
I'd
that's
rather
the
you tell
case.
me that. No, ain't even no shit like that. But I'm just letting y'all know, fellas, watch out for that. But we ain't even asked Tucker how you was doing.
Right, girl. We done had a
And
whole
we been here an hour.
What was that? Yeah, that was an hour.
We just been a whole hour, but we didn't ask Tucker how you doing. I'm sorry, Tucker. How you been doing?
It's okay. I mean,
I cut it up so we make sure
we've been on here for an hour and 15, but the first 33 minutes was y'all conversation with Beastie.
Okay, so we've been on here like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so y'all got like 30 minutes of extra
Okay.
content. Yeah.
Okay.
But my week was fine. Just worked out and worked all week, getting ready for my birthday. I took Friday off. I'm taking this whole next week off. Making sure I like got my OT in at work. So I can have me a nice little birthday check.
Ooh.
I get paid every Thursday. And yeah, I can't wait to see that. Oh, little fun fact about my birthday, right? So I was born in Japan. That's how I got the nickname Tokyo. And I was born in the morning on the 14th. It was still the 13th in the United States. So I celebrate my birthday on the 13th and the 14th. Because on paper, legally, my birthday is 8/14.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was still the 13th here. So I always celebrate my birthday a day early. Yeah. So
That's a
just
great
little
fun fact.
fact about me.
Damn, bitch, you got me wanting to wonder when my real birthday is.
So like if you go overseas, you would have to
I
celebrate
was
your
born
birthday
overseas.
a day late.
So I was born in Germany.
Oh yeah, you were born
I was born in
forgot.
Germany, so like we're 8 hours ahead of the States. So I wonder
What time were you born?
celebrate
Now?
my
8 hours
parents
early.
can't fucking tell me.
They can't. It's not on your birth certificate.
No, child, well, I don't want to talk about it. It's been a whole thing.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, we don't get birth certificates when we're born overseas.
yeah.
We get like a
My
naturalization.
parents
What?
can't tell me
That's a
what time of the
conversation right
day.
there.
They can't tell me what time of the day I was born, which
So
makes
y'all
it
don't have
awkward.
birth certificates. That's what y'all saying.
It's like a certificate of
So it's
naturalization.
like-
It's
or
just a
something
certificate
like
of
that.
birth, but it's no
Yeah.
time stamp,
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
none
that's-
of that.
That's some overseas shit.
Yeah, like I literally
Oh,
looked at
if
my
you
birth
stay in
certificate. I thought my
America, it's
parents
just-
was lying.
It should
I'm
tell.
like-
It should have your mom's full name, your dad's full name, what time you was actually born. There's signatures at the bottom, what hospital you was born at, and
Not with mine.
what blood type you is. I think.
No.
If I'm
Do you
not
have
mistaken.
one of those like big ones? That's like this.
My parents got that shit wrapped up in a safe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rolled up actually in the safe.
But I forgot what we were gonna talk about. Oh yeah, Tote. So yeah, what you got going on over
She
there,
already
bro?
said it.
I know. I'm talking about.
Oh.
So listen, the name of this episode has to be "Are You Drunk?
Are you fucked up? Because both of us are in
When you listen to this, when you watch this back, Nigel,
We
you
said-
gonna be like, God damn.
We sound drunk though.
Both.
I
We
know
said-
I'm faded, but
I'm
you
a little lit too though.
you-
But do I sound like slurred though, or I sound like I'm decent?
you was rambling earlier.
It was the rambling.
I'm
kind
gonna cut it up so it ain't gonna be that bad.
But nah, you just name it.
Hopefully
Are you
it'll
fucked
be
up?
that might need to be the title of this.
Yeah.
Are you
Are you
drunk?
fucked
Are you
up?
drunk?
Are you drunk? So one of those.
Truth or dare.
That's funny.
Okay. Y'all want to talk about the Olympics or the election?
Baby, we can do either or.
We can start off with the Olympics and then we go to. So I think we can talk about the Olympics. So I think well, for one, United States has the most medals. I think we like one up over China. I ain't really watched that many stuff outside of track and field and basketball. Them U.S. men and women won gold today.
Yep.
Track and field, I think it's a couple of people. What boy name? The one who won by a second.
Who? Nigga with the braids. I can't think of his name.
Noah?
Leo. What a name?
Noah.
Yeah.
Damn. Laos.
Yeah, Noah Lyles.
I knew it was an L somewhere in there. Yeah.
He won. I think he won the 100, but he lost in the 200.
Yeah, they claim he claimed he had COVID.
He had COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I think the Olympics is a good vibe. I've heard stories of people who went to the Olympics and it's not about going or participating. It's just a lot. And I think it's just most things like that. I know they don't do the they do things differently. Like they Olympics, they don't sell merch, which is crazy to me because they can make millions if they wanted to off merch, but they don't sell merch. It's
Wait,
a lot
no, the closing ceremony outfits they had, it's Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
And they sell it online, but that shit
I
is
seen it. That shit high.
expensive as fuck.
Yeah, Ralph really.
The coats are $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put the prices up on that shit, and his shit ain't never that high.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then but yeah, so shout out to US. I don't know if you want to say something to that. Yeah, I don't really got nothing to say. I'm proud of the USA. And I think it was dope though watching the last game last night though with Steph Curry.
I didn't get to see last night's
yeah.
game.
So it was dope. I think the Olympics is dope. I think the 28 they're gonna be in LA.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I don't know if we'll ever get it back in Atlanta again. I think we kind of fucked that up.
After
No,
the
well, I don't
bombing.
think it was fucked up. I think they just find new cities.
What they do each year. But I'm just
Well,
telling
you know the bombing
I'm coming to
happened.
the bombing.
Oh,
In
yeah.
So I don't know if they trust Atlanta. You know,
Yeah.
once you do something in Atlanta, they don't do nothing no more. Like,
We 1-1.
yeah.
Like, how do y'all feel about Jordan Childs? They took away her.
I seen that.
medal.
I don't understand. I seen it
I
about.
don't understand that they.
It was 0.4 seconds, but what was the 0.4 seconds?
So after her routine, her coaches they put in what's it called inquiry to see if to check the score on the specific move that she did, and they were like, oh shit, yeah, she did do that move. It should have had a higher point. So they gave her the point. So she went from 5th to 3rd after the inquiry. And then the Romanian girl who was supposed to win bronze, she bitched about it and was like, nah, the coach put it in 4 seconds too late. And then the Olympic committee looked it over and they agreed with the Romanian girl and then took her bronze away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, shit.
I don't really got nothing to say to that. I mean, it's tough.
I mean, the thing is though, like playing them Olympics overseas is such
rules different.
It's such
Everything
a gamble.
is different, yeah.
I mean, honestly, they're racist against America.
Yeah.
Racist. It's not even that. It may be the color of your skin, but they do not. Whenever those Olympics are overseas, they live and long for all other countries to win.
This is because we win too much.
Yeah, like to me that's crazy. I just hope that her mental health is okay. I seen that she said that she was going to take a break off of social media and shit. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's crazy. Like, because if y'all deliberated about the damn topic, I mean the move in the beginning, what is it about this bitch that's from Romania to even bitch about her not having it?
You seen the Jesse Owens movie?
Who?
Jesse Owens. You know,
Uh-uh.
Jesse Owens is
What is that on?
It's on. You should watch it on Netflix. Definitely, it
What's
give
the name
you
of it?
Jesse Owens.
Oh, okay.
Jesse Owens is
Y'all know who he
yeah,
is. The track guy, right?
yeah. So, but that kind of gave me like my first glimpse to how the
How they
Olympics
treat Americans?
work, how they treat. Yeah. So that's my first little spark on that vibe though. But yeah, man, shout out to the U.S. man, for sure. The election, I feel like we a little bit late on that though, but
I actually have like specific questions about the election.
Oh,
what's
God.
up? Talk to me.
Well, let me give me your thoughts first, and then I'm gonna ask my questions. Like, how do you feel about Biden dropping out and Kamala, and like, do y'all?
I feel like
Are you
it was a
unexcited
great,
about
I feel
her
like
being
it's a
the
great,
nominee?
I feel like it's a great idea that he dropped out. After
Agreed.
watching that debate with him and Trump, I think that Kamala Harris is a black woman, and anything black I support. I do think it's gonna be difficult because she is a female, and even though I don't have an issue with a female being the president, I think you talked about it a little bit last week too, a week before that, about like women in power and how we feel like women can't run the country. I don't feel like
I didn't say that.
I'm about to say, wait.
well, we feel like you feel like they can, and the conversation was that you don't understand why people feel like women can't run the country.
That's not what I said.
Oh, go ahead.
So what I was speaking about was women in leadership in like workspaces.
Yeah.
And how I think as women, I understand the twofold part of it, because as women, we're empathetic. We lead with emotion a lot of the time. Well, we should. Most women lead with emotion a lot of the times, and they feel like women may not be in the best.
Hold on, you said you should or you shouldn't?
We should. Most women lead with emotion. Men
saying
don't. Men are more logic
Right.
in the workspace.
Correct.
Most women, if you're in leadership or just a woman in general, they would think, or they would have the ideology of women make decisions based on how they feel. Men more so make the decision based off of logic. Hence why it's so important for men to have women amongst their leadership team to allow to balance them out. With women,
you think it's something wrong with too much logic?
in some instances, yeah.
Okay.
I think in certain instances in leadership, you should have some empathy, depending on what the situation is. But I also feel like women, we may have way too much more empathy, whereas we need men to balance us out to make those decisions.
Yeah.
So what I was speaking about the last time that we recorded was, I think women in leadership sometimes come with the big balls, the big dick energy, and it's like sometimes that's not needed in a workspace, especially in the workspace that I work in, which is a predominantly oriented female workspace. I work in the school. You find most female you don't see many men teachers. You see a lot of women teachers. So I feel like you should be specific based off of your population or your genre, whatever it is you're working in. As far as my girl, I'm scared because a lot of the comments, I think my biggest issue is the comments that are on social media is you hear a lot of times that men don't really support women. And they don't even have necessarily do anything with black, white, mixed, Hispanic, whatever the fuck. It don't have nothing to do with your race. Let's just talk about how much men talk shit about women in leadership positions. And as you see that my girl is going out to be trying to seek the next presidential candidate, you see so many men with so much negative commentary that it's almost sickening, because it's almost like you wonder, do you niggas not have mothers? Would you not want, if your mom was in this position, would you not want, you wouldn't want anybody talking about your mom the way that niggas talk about Kamala like they do. Like,
no, that's real.
It's discouraging. Like, and niggas will ask you, like, are you voting for her because she's black? there's a twofold for me. She's
Yeah.
black and she's a woman, 100%. Same reason why niggas voted for Obama. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I do think that it's a twofold instance. I do feel like she gonna have a lot of hell coming into this position, being the first woman president, also being black, just like Obama went through. We seen Obama through the 8 years of his tenure and how much that man grayed from the first time he started till he finished. However, he is still 100% our 44th president. And I love him down, love Obama, love Michelle down, all of that. But I do feel like we are walking into a war zone. It's scary. But I think that Trump has made racism so comfortable. I don't even, to be very quite frank and very honest, I don't even feel like Trump is racist. I think that he plays on his parties. He know that if you talk about the opposite, it's gonna get the people going. And that's what happens is we went so dormant. We've always had racist people, but people were so quiet and so dormant and so scared to speak about how they felt. Trump opened up that door to allow people to feel even more comfortable about being racist again. Right?
Yeah.
Like nobody has stopped being racist. They was just being racist behind closed doors. Trump allowed that. But what bothers me is people don't understand that these racist ass Tom, Dick, Jane, and Harrys in these rural ass areas, Trump do not speak to you. Trump speaks to the elite of the elite, the niggas with the money. And that means black, white, Hispanic, whoever got the money, that's who Trump's speaking to. He ain't speaking to you, but he has been able to manipulate so many people to thinking that he's for them when he's not. And if we do get this man back in office, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Because we're going to have a World War III. And the economy is going to be to shits. Everything about America is going to be, we're going to be back in the 1920s, Great Depression eras, all that shit if we get Trump back in office.
I think at this point, like, people are so mad at this Biden and Trump that they just willing to vote for whoever if it ain't Biden or Trump. Like, now it's getting to a point where I feel like with Kamala, like, I'm getting to a point where I'll probably vote for her. I'm not doing my homework on her, but compared to Trump, yeah, I think that with Trump, the only positive thing I can say about him is that I don't know if we will be able to get like, and this is something that I feel like everybody, the reason why people that do love him is because like when we were going through the pandemic, he allowed us to get money and
but that's my thing, y'all niggas are so simple minded. Like, do you even know what the fuck the consensus was of that stimulus? That wasn't. You paid that back. That was just a cute little. Here you go. But you paid that back. You don't realize it, but you paid it back. So it's like, I think my problem is what I do not like about social media is everybody is a fucking politician. Whatever the fuck going on in the real America, everybody a lawyer, everybody a doctor, everybody a politician, everybody know all the facts. So they say, but they really don't know. Like, everybody is saying all this negative shit about her.
And they don't know.
When they know. Like, I don't know if you seen that post where the black girl who did the shit on Instagram, it says shit that you niggas need to know in regards to Kamala. And it was all of this stuff that, you know, people was saying like, oh, well, she locked up several black men, all this banter.
Who she used to date.
Now that I do have my discrepancies about a few things about her. However, that does not negate her as my full.
I think for the most part, and I agree with you, I don't have an issue with her. I think for most men on recently, like, they need to, like, men be having an issue with women running the country because I don't know. It's like, we need to, like, women need to know, like, it's no girl math in politics.
But you also have to understand that there are women that don't operate on a girl math policy.
But
Like the girl math is the common bitch. Like that's not like this woman has so many titles under her. She don't operate in that sense. That's the problem. Like
no, I agree, but that's
niggas
how most they feel like
which is crazy.
If the majority of women think that way, they thinking that the president.
But the majority of
I
women
think
ain't her.
for
She
sure.
is a very small percentage of women.
And
Yeah,
the
for
majority
sure.
of women don't.
Don't go off of girl math.
No.
No.
Like, you can't
If you put a
generalize.
percentage of it, what would you put on it?
The girls that go off a girl man,
Yeah.
I would say like 30%.
Mm.
It's still kind of a lot, but
One thing that is, what's the word? Like, not exciting me, but making me feel more hopeful. I'm not putting the camera on me, but make me feel more hopeful. It's because I haven't been seeing the negative stuff because of, I guess probably because of who I follow and
Probably.
different stuff. But like I've been seeing like white men for Kamala, black men for Kamala, like all those black men, how much money they raised for her in like less than 24 hours. It's just stuff like that, and then people like doing the fact checks and posting those videos and showing that like she's doing really the opposite of what everybody thinks that
saying
she is.
she's doing right.
And then also I like the fact that like now that she's not being tied down by the current administration, she's out there actually being her real self. She's not being all this buttoned up, polished woman like that whole like Michelle Obama like when they go low, we go high. No, Kamala's like, I'm dragging your ass to hell. I'm gonna go low with you.
Babe, this is my arena. So if you want to do a debate, let's do it because I'm gonna give you what you need. You know what I mean? That's the reason why Trump know that he can't even align with her. I do want to speak about the rally here in Atlanta, though. I did have a few.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question. I don't understand
Meg.
I had a few things.
I don't
About
understand
that.
why do we need Meg?
I didn't.
She's not from Atlanta.
It doesn't even matter about her being.
I think
from
she's
Atlanta.
trying to appeal to the.
I think she
younger
is
people.
trying to appeal to the younger crowd, but I just honestly did not feel like in these instances and in regards to rallies, I do feel like if we have Meg, we know that Meg is a rapper. However, she is an educated Black woman. She has a degree in healthcare. So why did we not get her on a? Why did we not allow these celebrities such as Quavo, such as Meg, such as maybe Big Crit, because we know Crit be on it. We know that Killer Mike be on it. Why did we not get a panel of these Black artists that we know as artists coming outside of that fold and being able to advocate for that? Because, you know, we talk about Diddy, but we do remember the fucking legacy that Diddy had with the presidential campaign. Like, that nigga used to do the vote or die. Like, he was on that shit heavy when we was younger about getting Black people out and voting. And I feel like as Meg being a Black woman and her having a major in healthcare, it would have been so beneficial for her to be on a panel talking about healthcare issues. I mean, we have fucking abortions being banned in damn near every fucking state. Why weren't we talking about that? You know, why weren't we aligning Kamala's platform and allowing Meg to voice her opinions to get Meg's fan base to be like, you know what? I like what the fuck Meg said. I just didn't feel like we needed a performance. To me, it was very cringy. When I looked at it, I was like, ooh, this just, we need
They said they wanted to go on Casanat stream. Cause they seen
yeah, and that's crazy. To me, like, her team is given, she has a young group, a very young, trendy team, and she needs a few more older people in the group to bring shit back home. Because I feel like she does have a very young, grasping team that wants to appeal to the audience. But I just didn't feel like Meg was necessary. Like, it was cool. Not really, but I ain't fuck with it. I was just like, and I love Meg, and I was like, I just didn't think we needed that. Like, because when you look at the crowd and you seen the people, wasn't nobody really like vibing. I'm a hot girl, I do hot shit. It's like, ma'am,
I just feel like it's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was the right person to do that, but I guess I don't know. I ain't got no money either, so I ain't got money like them for me to make them type of decisions.
Right.
So I don't even know what artists that they should have really brought out that would have been okay.
We didn't need a performance.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Like we didn't need nobody to perform.
Just been straight business. Like
it just should have been a panel. Like
yeah.
I don't know if people remember. I don't know if folks was on Stacey Abrams when Stacey was running for governor, but my girl was on the fucking panel. She didn't do none of that. Now she had Quavo behind her. She had 2 Chainz. She had a lot of like celebrities behind her, but she was not gung ho about performances. Like it was trying to get these people out to speak their truth or be an advocate for who she was. And you know, I did see Stacey came out for Kamala, and I was just. I think it almost gave like she was a little uncomfortable because it was just like, do I even want to be adjacent to what the fuck finna happen today? But she still supported her just for some Democratic support. But like, if you seen Stacey when Stacey was running for governor, my girl was, she was on it. She was on it. And she had the right people. Like I said, you got these politics. Killer Mike is a great example. That nigga will go out there. He just won how many fucking Grammys? 6 in the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
That should have been who you wanted to be on there. Because Killer Mike evidently appeases to the white folks and the black.
Yeah.
And Killer Mike could have spoke on a very more, and I'm not saying man can't do that. But I'm just saying, like, we didn't need.
I think the Killer Mike thing is that the kids don't know who Killer Mike is. They got mad. They got mad because Killer Mike won a Grammy over Travis Scott.
Yeah, you're right.
So if they mad about that, they definitely don't know who he is. So if you're trying to appeal to the younger audience, that's not the way to go about it. But if you trying to do what you're supposed to be doing, and we talking to the people that's actually gonna vote and actually know what's going on, that Killer Mike probably should have been the person.
I just think it's important to vote.
For sure.
The whole
Definitely
people
vote.
that's saying like I'm just not gonna vote because I don't fuck with either party. I think it's very important to divulge in both parties, and there's gonna be something, 1 or 2 things that you like about both parties, which should allow you to vote. For us to, as black people, to stray away from voting, it's just like a double negative. And also too, I want people to be very vigilant about voting within your state, your city, your county. It's important to do that too, because you also have to understand that these people that you vote within your state, these are representatives in the House for you. And what their views are is what gets pushed from your state into legislative. So, people should just be more constant about what they do, and more vigilant about what they vote for. Yes, it's important to vote about the president, but it's also very important to vote within your state and your city because that's who make our main decisions.
Yeah.
You know, if we have more Democrats than we do Republicans in the Senate, that works in our benefit. If you're Democratic, if you got more Republicans than you do Democrats, that works in your benefit as the Republican. But yeah, so I just think it's very important. And also too, y'all niggas go back and read about fucking U.S. history because a lot of you niggas don't know what the fuck you talking about. A majority of you can't even name the 3 branches of the fucking government. More or less try to talk about what the fuck is going on as a presidential campaign. You niggas just want to be in a fucking loop of what the hell is going on. So I challenge all of you, if you make this a clip, Nigel, what's the 3 branches of the fucking government? If you can't name them, shut the fuck up.
You know what? That makes me think
What
about
she said.
the question that I have for you guys. Like, when you're dating someone, do you care if they're educated on like the current political climate?
I think that anybody that I date, they need to be. I'm not necessarily saying they need to be in school for this, but they definitely need to know what's going on in the world. I don't know everything as far as with this presidential race, but I'm just talking about in general. Like, and you need to know about the president. You need to know who won in the Olympics. You need to know.
Wait a minute now, that's a bit much.
You need to know what team that's on the TV when we watching it. Like these are things you should want to. Like if your man is on it, why not you wanting to be?
I mean,
on
I
it?
get it. I mean, Olympics is a bit much, but I,
I mean,
do
not Olympics.
understand what
I'm not
you're
going to the
saying.
extreme, but I'm just saying,
that's the
but
extreme.
you need to be social. Like I don't like having conversations with like group of people and you're clueless to what the fuck is going on. Like that's not a good look.
It's
like,
not
for either party. Like, and then make it hard for me to want to even like and I equate this to like even like me us being in a room and you can still have conversations with people outside of just being me,
Yeah.
and being hurt up on me. Like you need to be able to talk to people, socialize, conversate, know what's going on,
Converse.
like, read the room, like all of that. Like you need to be able to do all of that. Like,
Yeah.
but in theory, like honestly, I would like somebody that would be
Conversate.
up to date. Like I don't need to be watching this award show, watching the Grammys, and you don't even know who this. And then don't let them be black, and you don't even know who it is, like who performing. Or,
I mean,
or what they do, like
I do think it's very important to understand the social being of America, whatever you want to call it. Like everything that's going on in America, I do feel like you should be able to have those conversations. But political conversations are, I feel like that is like,
because I'm not deep in political, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nobody outside of presidents. Or the people that's running for president. I don't know the vice president like that. I don't know the chief of staff. I don't know none of this other stuff that's going on. I don't know half the people that be talking on CNN. Like, I don't know who they are. I don't know anything about their names. But I understand the politics. I understand the rules. I understand what's right and what's wrong. But, like, knowing people by, like names, no, you got me on that one. But I definitely feel like, and I'm going deeper than just politics. I just feel like if you're dating somebody and your man is onto something, you should be onto it too. Whatever it is, whether it's sports, politics.
But the thing is, if you're dating
whatever.
somebody, they may not be on that. So,
Who is
like
they?
what women?
Like the person.
What Tokyo asked was, is that a big stickler? Say
It
for
is.
instance, you having a conversation with somebody and you talking about fucking Jimmy Carter, and the bitch don't know who Jimmy Carter is, or you like,
We got an issue.
yeah.
If you're in your 30s and you don't know who Jimmy Carter is, it's that's a real issue.
Especially
That's
that
not-
nigga
that's
being
like,
that
come
nigga
on
being
now.
from Georgia, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But like, my thing
if you don't
is-
know the last 10 presidents, it's an issue. If you're 30,
Nigga, do you know the last 10 presidents?
I do know the last 10 presidents.
Name them.
Okay, nah, this is not in order, y'all. This is not in order.
You gotta name
I
them in
don't know
order.
them in
Go
order.
down.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Trump, Biden. Okay,
Biden was not a president.
He is a president now. ain't he?
Well, Biden, Trump.
Biden, Trump, Barack, Jimmy Carter.
You out of
I ain't
order.
skip it. George Bush. Clinton. Was it Clinton or Jimmy before?
Clinton.
Jimmy.
No. Jimmy was way before all of that.
George Bush's dad. Then Jimmy.
Okay.
We had like 8 now, ain't we? That's 7. Who was before George Bush's daddy?
You said Jimmy.
Jimmy. Who was before Jimmy?
Now, see, that's where you get sticky.
That's
I
where you
think
get sticky.
Reagan was in there.
Reagan, Lincoln.
No.
Lincoln was in there.
Lincoln.
I'm being funny, dog. But yeah, Reagan for sure. I can't remember who before
wasn't
Reagan.
Bush twice?
I said
Well, but
dad.
that's the thing. So yeah,
He
you do
was
have
two
a few that
terms.
you do have a few that did a few
Yeah, 2
terms.
terms.
Right.
So Clinton did 2
Both
terms.
Bushes,
Right.
both Bushes did 2 terms.
Clinton
Clinton
did 2 terms. Yeah. Barack did 2 terms.
Barack did 2 terms. Let's see. Hold on. Last.
I don't know outside of
10.
Reagan. I don't know who before Reagan.
I don't either.
And that
I
might
want
be
to
an issue.
say it's John. I don't know. Last 10
But
presidents.
they got
It
a
wasn't-
street.
it wasn't
They got a
Nixon,
street
was
named
it?
after Jimmy Carter though. So
It wasn't
you
Nixon,
definitely
was
should
it?
know who Jimmy
Before
Carter is.
Reagan?
Huh?
Nixon before Reagan?
Nixon.
But
Yeah,
before
Nixon. But Nixon didn't serve a long term. He got bunched out.
but we did good. I think we did good. when
You
we
did.
came
You
over.
did. Yeah, you did pretty good. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. All right, let's go back. All right, Biden. Trump, Barack, Bush, Clinton,
Bush again,
Reagan, Carter,
Carter,
Ford, Gerald
Gerald Ford.
Nixon. So Ford was before Nixon.
Ford and Nixon,
Gotcha.
last two I forget, but we did good. But yeah, if you don't know,
and then Johnson.
if you don't know what Jimmy Carter is, it's his whole street named after him.
First off, he's from Georgia.
And he's from Georgia.
He is the peanut man. You should know him.
But definitely, I just think you just need to be.
Good job,
I
Nigel.
just need somebody to be all around.
I didn't think you was gonna have it.
Yeah,
Proud of you.
I know a little something. A little something.
Proud of you.
Appreciate that.
Is it important
funny,
for your partner to have the same political views as you?
Not necessarily. I don't think, but I'm not. Me personally, I'm not really like super big into politics like that. Like super big. Like I understand what's going on, but I'm not like deep into it. Like I vote, but I still like it's too much to think about. Like if I'm like really strong up on like who is the president, like I could be putting that energy somewhere else. Like, and I mean that in the utmost respect. Like, I could be putting that energy somewhere else into something else. Like, if you ain't a lawyer or into like the politics or like in the White House or like trying to be in that type of, I'm not expecting you to be like straight A's on what's going on in politics. Like,
I still kind of think it's a little important to know.
I definitely. I just know who's running. Know who's running, and
don't
in
be
your particular
ignorant.
cities.
Yeah, don't be ignorant.
Like, I think like know who the mayor is, know who's running what county or city, depending on where you stand. I definitely feel like that's important as well. But like a lot of this stuff, it be above my head. Like if I can control it,
That's fair.
If I can control, it's like I hate people say like every vote counts. Like
It does.
it does. But it's like I could vote for Trump, and Trump don't get elected. Now I'm mad. Like now I feel like I shouldn't even vote it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but I do feel like every vote does count. And I definitely feel like if you really care, don't say you care and don't vote. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you really like locked in on this on that, and like, you really want change, like definitely vote. And I feel like voting for your city council and mayor is more important than really voting for your president, in my opinion. Cause that's what you can. What's the word you finna say? That's what you can like control.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really control the presidency. Like knowing Trump, he getting votes from he
fake votes.
Like you know what I'm saying, like AI votes. You know what I'm saying? But
Bots
people that's in your city council, your mayors, I definitely feel like that's definitely.
I do think that's extremely
important.
I do feel like it is important, but I also do think like too, just thinking about like whoever you vote within the Senate, like. People just have such a skewed ass mind about how the House of Representatives work, which is crazy as fuck to me. Because it's like, did you niggas clearly nobody paid attention in fucking U.S. history and how shit or the government, AP government, they ain't pay attention to how shit works. Because it's like I remember I seen something where they was talking about Kamala and they was like, you know, the vice president is over the House of Representatives or whatever. However, Miss Mamas just sits there and makes sure everything goes how it's supposed to fucking go. Miss Mamas or Mr. Man. They make sure shit goes how it's supposed to go. She can't overturn no goddamn vote. She's the only one that just signs it and sends it through. She can disagree with that shit as a motherfucker. But guess what? If the fucking vote in the Senate is whatever, and the majority rules, she just sends it through. So why do you niggas think that she has the power to overturn the fucking vote? It's the president that has to veto it.
Exactly.
So I have a question, and this might be a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. I don't think no question
dumb,
is dumb.
except for
no
the
question
ones
is a dumb
not
question.
asked.
Huh?
So
I said no question is dumb
it's
except for the
crazy
ones
how,
not
like,
asked.
Right.
They don't want to make a male president if he's not married.
Huh?
Like you can't be president if you're not married.
Yeah, you talking about the shit they say about
but
what they saying about Kamala?
But yeah, but no, it's not about Kamala. But Kamala's gonna be the
Like
first
you-
president.
I mean,
But
you can
she's
get
not a
votes.
mom.
She's single.
So
though.
that
No,
not single,
she's married.
Oh, she's married right now.
She got a whole ass husband.
Yeah.
Is he
But
white?
there,
Yeah.
But what they're saying is she shouldn't be able to be a president because she's not a mother.
That's a rule.
No.
There's no rule.
But it's no rule to a guy being married, though, is it?
No.
It's just you seem more likable when
You seem more likable when you're a family man or a family woman, family oriented
or relatable.
They feel like they can relate to you. Yeah,
That's a lot. It's a lot of people single out here, though.
Yeah,
it'd be relatable.
But it's not many. It's not many people that go for the presidential.
Run.
I read a statistic, and I ain't gonna lie. I got this shit from Kevin Samuels.
Here we go.
It was 51 to 61% of men are single and childless. It's like 51.
How many?
Like 51% of men
that's high.
are single and childless.
I ain't heard that one.
Like if you ask this question, what percentage of men are having sex or having children? Most women get that number off because they're looking at the kind of men they want. When 40% of men on this planet will probably never have kids. In our community, 51% of men are single and childless. The greater majority of kids are made by a small group of men.
That's crazy. But I'm trying to figure out why. Why are so many men single, bro? I'm single, but I want to know, like, from the masses, because they all can't be thinking like me. Well, they probably could.
But who was this number of? Is it like all men? So like gay, straight, like all the men.
50. I seen the clip. I ain't gonna lie, and a lot of stuff Kevin Samuels be saying be kind of legit. And it might be. It's either 51 or 61. One of them. I think it's 51. 51% of men, or I might be. Let me be a little bit 30. It might be like 40 or 31, something like that.
You need to put the fucking clip in.
I'm putting the clip in here. Between 40 and 50% of men are single and childless.
Damn. 51 is high.
It might be a little. It might be a little bit too
It must
high.
be less than that.
But it might be. But still though, like, if you look at the landscape, not even on the percentages, it is a lot of men out here that's single and childless. But I said that to say, and that was a random thought, bro.
It was.
Like,
It was so random.
It was a theory though, because I was really thinking about that. Like, I was thinking about myself. Like, I'm single right now. I'm 33 years old. I'm single, no kids. And I was thinking like, I used to thinking like, is it just me, or is it like a lot of men who feel the same way I feel? Like, but I'm starting to realize that a lot of guys are like, and not to say that they're fed up, but they're just like, I don't know, they're trying to put out a stance or like how they feel. They might be fed up, but shit is changing out here. I don't really feel like, I feel like a lot of women issues is they feel like it's not enough good men or straight men out here in this world.
You said
and
something
I feel like it. I feel like it is, but it's the guys that y'all don't want. She raw eyes said that.
Maybe.
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's a lot of men in this world, but it's a lot of men in this world that women don't want.
But it's also a lot of women in this world that men don't want. Why y'all always want to blame the woman? We're all humans, and we all like what we like.
I'm asking, like, in your opinion, let's just say if what's true is true. Let's just say 41%. If 41% of men are single and childless, why do you feel like it's so much? And this might be a little bit off from what you was gonna say, so
extremely off.
But what's your thoughts?
We was only talking about the presidential campaign, but
we talked about that for 20 minutes though.
I'm gonna just let y'all cook. Go ahead.
I just kind of think that. I just kind of feel like what I always say this. I just feel like y'all niggas be missing out on y'all blessings. Y'all be so focused, which it's nothing wrong with getting the bag. It really is nothing wrong with going and getting the money. But I do not understand why you niggas cannot.
Well, if I'm being honest,
what am I looking for? What's the word? Juggle both.
I think that it's a little bit of everything. I think that and I'm not putting all the blame on women. I'm not putting it all on women.
You about to?
I think half of it is how things have changed, how women be talking and how they be dealing with dudes. Shit just changed right now. So guys are they're starting to realize that. They're starting to also understand that it's more women than men out here. So I feel like it's a difference between that being the statistic and men knowing the statistic. It's a difference. Like men knowing that is making men more nonchalant, not wanting to approach women. I feel like that's another issue. Because there's so many women and there's women that's willing to do things that other women are not, which is making men more lazy.
Lord Jesus.
I feel like a lot of men these days don't like talking to women with kids, even if they was raised by a single parent.
You're a lie. You are a fucking liar.
Am I?
Yes.
I'm lying about what?
You are a fucking liar.
About?
Women wanting to talk to men with kids? You
No,
niggas.
I didn't say that. I said the issue is men are not wanting to talk to women with kids.
Oh, okay.
Even if they were raised
by a single mother.
Okay, they're still not wanting to do that. It's a lot of that.
A whole bunch. Ain't no lot. Whole bunch.
It's a lot of that. It's a little bit of that.
I ain't even got no kid, but I be feeling it for my girls.
No, I think, and to go back, I think he said that stat because women, I think the girl that he was talking to was complaining about, and it's most women that be calling him, be complaining about, it's not a lot of women, there's not a lot of men out here that's, you know what I'm saying, that's straight and that's good, that's not, but in his defense, he was saying that it's 41% of men out here that's single and childless, so what's your excuse? And when I see that it be like, I just feel like it's just come to preference. Like
it do.
That's what it come down to. Like I think, and it's another topic I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna ask y'all. So, and I'm switching the subject a little bit more. I'm rambling, y'all. Sorry, so just
it's okay. This episode is so unhinged.
we just going. I'll make it make sense.
Yeah.
Can we agree? It's two women in this room. And ladies, please don't judge me when I say this. I love y'all to death. Don't judge me. Ladies, in y'all opinion, do y'all feel like most women date up?
What's dating up? What's dating up?
I'm just leaving it at that right there.
But I mean,
you said most?
Do you feel like most women, when they're dating to date up?
What do you mean by when you say date up? Like a nigga better than her? To come up for a come up? Like, can you...
And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, when you're dating, are you looking for somebody that's more established than you?
I've dated someone more established than me, and...
I'm asking, like, as a woman, are you looking for a guy?
I don't think that's a requirement.
It wasn't a requirement. Like, if I came across that and like...
We just saying, not for y'all individuals, but for most women. What are they looking for?
I don't know.
What kind of women are we talking about?
Because why y'all making this so difficult?
Well, no, because
I don't know. I don't know these other hoes.
Women,
exactly.
Are most women looking?
Women are not a monolith. You cannot just put them all in one box and be like, you know what?
Okay,
this is what women are gonna do.
Do y'all feel like most women, when they're looking for a man, they're looking for somebody that's more established than them?
I can't speak to that.
And you can't speak on that. You can't speak on that either?
I would say in today's age, yes. I do feel like a lot of women are looking for a man that is more financially stable than they are.
My second question is to that, well, it don't really matter. But my second question to that was, if y'all feel like yes, do y'all feel like most men date down?
No, I feel like most men date up because most men are not in the position to take care of women. A lot of the men that like I see out in the world.
I would agree with what you're saying, but I think in lieu of that, I do think that most men do date down because the women that are down don't know that they're not in position to provide. So they do go for... Maybe a lot of men don't go for a woman that's on their status or higher than them because they know a woman of that stature will be able to check their shit easily. If they're dating below, they can manipulate how they want to, and the woman below them don't have a clue or inkling of.
I can agree with that.
what's what.
Well,
So
we
I
ta-
do agree. I think that men that are not financially stable or financially able to do so 100% love to date down because they can manipulate the situation how they want to.
Yeah,
Women,
I can
They
agree with
won't go
that.
for
I
a
can see
woman
that.
that's on their status or anything that seems more elite to them because they'll know that a woman gonna be able to clock T.
So I think
Yeah,
theoretically,
I agree with that.
and
Yeah.
theoretically, I say that most men date down, but I don't really feel like they're dating down, if that per se. Like, if I would ask y'all, what would be the definition of dating down, though? Like, I feel like for most men are providers, so expecting your girl to have just as money as you or want you can have, if you can get that, congrats. But most men aren't getting that. But I was saying it overall to say, like, I don't necessarily feel like you're dating down because just because she has less money than you, it's a lot of more things she can bring to the table that can make your family whole. I think if we just talking about on a service level, I would say, yeah, I would agree that most men date down on the service level.
Well,
but
dating
it's
down
deeper than
for
that.
a man, I think, would be being with a woman who brings absolutely no value.
Yeah.
Like you're just there to be pretty.
Well, I
Be
think
quiet
it's
and be
just the
pretty.
fact that we're not looking for nothing from y'all financially. That alone.
But there's
that's the
so
thing, but
many
you
other
need more.
entities
But you need
outside of
more.
financial pieces
Yeah.
that you can bring to the table. So we don't necessarily have to think about financial. It can be everything else outside of that. So I
Agreed.
think that
Because wouldn't you want more from a woman? Like, I know you don't care about the woman having like being as financially fit as you, but wouldn't you want her to have something of value for the relationship?
For sure. I definitely, like I said, want her to be very knowledgeable of what's going on in the world and very I wouldn't necessarily educated. I think she just needs to be aware of what's going on. I don't necessarily think she needs to be per se educated. But she definitely needs to know what's going on and be aware, be open to what's going on. I think that's more important than actually
Yeah, and then also too,
my
like,
woman being educated.
like a man knowing and understanding his weaknesses, he should want a partner that could step in. That's what being like equally yoked is. She can step in where you fall short, you step in where she falls short, and that creates an equally yoked partnership.
Yeah, and then let's see, the couples who understand that are the couples who've been together for years. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that's like okay with knowing I know Ashley weaknesses, she knows mine, and us knowing that it doesn't affect whether or not we gonna be together or not. Like that's like 10-year relationships, like plus, like it's a lot of times people will I see your flaws or you see my flaws and you be like, oh no, I can't deal with this shit. Not for the rest of my life. Like without like giving the person. That's why I said earlier, like that's what I meant when I said I think a couple of episodes ago when I was like, I feel like I gotta start like giving girls more grace because we all be going through shit, and because of social media, we can be real quick to be like, oh, we ain't dealing with that, or even from the confines, and I do it a lot too. Like, my mom, my dad divorced when I was 5. Like, I seen that. Like, I told myself I was never gonna be dealing with none of that. Like all the stuff that I was seeing my mom, my dad, they fighting over custody or they fighting over whatever it was. Like I was just telling myself, like when I have my opportunity, like, I'm not dealing with that. But I feel like that's how most people be feeling. Like I would never do this. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? And they be so quick to cut their person off because
the smallest shit.
The smallest shit because it's like I would never put myself through that. I would never do that. Instead of like just looking at it and not looking at it as the end all be all. Like that's not the relationship. That's not him. That's not
just
her.
a moment.
That's just a moment right there in that time. But if you know what I'm saying, it's social media. It's a lot of things that be influencing people. But I definitely do feel like that's an issue right there though. Like especially when it comes to long-term relationships or trying to build a long-term relationship with somebody. And Now also go back to, I think me and you done had this conversation before too on the TV talk show about how now it's just we getting to a point where you just need to really be trying to connect with somebody that you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
If you can connect with somebody that you're familiar with, that person you're familiar with know all your flaws. They know you. They know your mom. They know how.
Mm-hmm.
They know the relationship that y'all got together. They done seen you. You know it's your worst.
Right.
And I think a lot of times, and they might be men and women, but I say for me, I think a lot of times when I was younger, I ignored all of that. That wasn't important to me. It's important to me now, but it wasn't important to me when I was 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I said earlier about the maturity part. I think that's the most important part when it comes to all of this shit, like the maturity
Yeah.
standpoint of it. What you finna say, Toad?
I think
That's it. What?
we can go ahead and
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. What you had left though on there?
Ashley, she about to pass out.
I'm sleepy.
All right, we can wrap this episode up, y'all.
I kept looking at your monitor. I was like,
Girl, I'm
she
like,
about
oh.
to pass.
Hurry up. You see me look at my watch, I'm like, damn, it's 11:37.
But yeah, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Unspoken Atlanta podcast. I'm your host, Nigel and Ashley. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all follow everybody up here. Make sure y'all follow Snook J. Make sure y'all follow Tokyo.
Did we even do the introduction? No, we didn't. We did. Oh.
We did do that. You lit right now, bro. Hey, man, we'll holler at y'all next time, man. Thank y'all so much. Peace.
Damn, I missed that. We did the introduction? I remember us.
What you had left, though, on the question wise? Because we only talked about 3 things. We went on for an hour. We gotta put a time limit on these shit. It ain't nobody fault, but we gotta put a time limit on it's different because we ain't got this board right here, so I don't know what's next. Normally I just cut to whatever that's next, but we ain't got no board, so I gotta go. We just talking.